Everybody, guess what? I won another locals. I won locals last week and I won locals this week. But what is special about winning locals this week is I won it with Eosmon. I got a hankering to play Eosmon, as you do. I mean, it's in my bones now at this stage. And I was just like, fuck it, we're bringing it. We're going to do it. We're going to try and win locals with Eosmon. And honestly, it's never performed the way it's performed today. I really wasn't expecting to win locals, especially since I went up against a Gabubond player as well, which I thought people had stopped playing that at this stage, but no. I'm undefeated at my current locals. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good feeling. So, I'm going to try and keep it up as much as possible. Let's have a look at my beautiful jank Eosmon deck that I destroyed people with today. Make sure to go to topdecktcg.com and use code BULBA10 for 10% off your next purchase. To add insult to injury, I also played my Eosmon deck on my Eosmon mat today. Now, I bet you're wondering what Eosmon I played, and the answer to that is yellow. I played yellow Eosmon with my Upamon and my Koromon. Draw power, extra attack. Easy peasy. The main reason for the eggs isn't actually using the eggs at all. It's just so you can play your yellow option cards. I played the yellow version today and it did pretty well. So starting off with our rookies, I played 3 Salamon. Honestly, I could have 100% just played the 4 Upamon. It didn't really make much of a difference to me, whatever the eggs they were. When I initially made the deck, I was playing 4 Salamon. Then I cut it down to 3 Salamon. Technically, he's the only dude I can Digivolve onto my egg. So there really is no need to be playing 5 eggs if you're only playing 3 Salamon. But that's kind of funny if you think about it. So yep, 3 Salamon with my 5 eggs. It's like egg roulette. Which egg will she get? And then the only other rookies I am playing are the Morphomons. Morphomon put in the work today. You reveal the top 5 cards of your deck and you add an Eosmon and a Manoa and took the rest on the bottom of your deck. I cycled through my deck so much today as well. It was good. It was funny. Then on to our level 4s. I'm playing 4 of the level 4 Eosmon, which you can Digivolve onto your Morphomon for 2, which sometimes I do recommend. And we're kind of in the tamer format now. Now, nobody was playing BT7 because people don't really have their cards yet because the official release date is kind of next week. If you are planning on playing Eosmon in the tamer format, there's only one change you're going to be making to the deck, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. But Digivolving this Eosmon on top of the Morphomon instead of hard playing him isn't actually always a bad shout, because when we are going into the hybrid format, you don't want to be giving your opponent a free tamer. Whereas if you Digivolve then on top of this, you only get the free tamer. It's not both of you, so something to think about. Then, how many Eosmon are we playing? We're going on to our level 5s now. We're playing 1, 2, 3.
1 eternity later.
15. 16 level 5 Eosmon. Anytime I'm building an Eosmon deck, I play between 16 and 18 level 5 Eosmons. It means you'll always see them, but you also see your other cards. And I did have a situation today where I just had a handful of level 5 Eosmons and I still won that. My opponent won the dice roll and then gave me a little bit of memory, which means I was able to drop the 5 cost Eosmon, which was nice. Honestly, I tend to go second with this deck a lot as well, where at all possible. Next up is 3 of the level 6 Eosmon. So 3 of the level 6 Eosmon. I like it at 3. You can bump it up to 4 if you want to see it more, but honestly, I think having 1 of these Eosmon alongside these ones are very good, because the majority of the time I'm only playing this if I'm looking to clear something. I'm not like set out to play this, because if I play this over the Eosmon and don't have another one of them, then I can't play an extra Eosmon for free. Does that make sense? 3 is good. You see it. But you don't necessarily have to see it. I said I'd talk about like what changes we'll be making, and the one change that I will be making to my BT7 deck, I'll probably end up doing another list anyway for it, just so everybody's extremely clear on it, and I might change around 1 or 2 of the tamers, but you can literally play this list in BT7, just add in 2 of the new Eosmons that are going to be coming out in BT7. So this Eosmon here. Literally, that's all you really need to add. The deck is pretty much the exact same. Depending on if you're playing the green or the yellow version or black or whatever you want to put with Eosmon. It's essentially like you're putting in a tiny engine with your Eosmon deck regardless. We'll revisit that once I get my BT7 cards. Now onto our option cards. For the options, I am playing 3 Cutting Edge. I really like this card. You just get to drop down an Eosmon and kill something at the same time. It is expensive, but I do think it's worth playing. Now you could cut it down to 2 to put in one of the other level 6s, but I just kind of like it at 3. It's a good card. Then the whole reason we are playing the eggs and the Salamons, well, the Salamon's more for recovery, but the other reason we are playing the eggs is the 4 Wyvern's Breath. It can clear pretty much anything, and it is a bomb in security, so that also put in a hell of a lot of work today. Then the other level 4 option cards I'm playing are 4 Spiral Masquerade. Again, more clear power, and it's a bomb in security. And because Eosmon is a swarming deck, you are likely to have a decent amount of dudes on board if they're not clearing them as fast as you were putting them down. Spiral Masquerade is an equally good card. And the last of my yellow option cards are the Reinforcing Memory Boost, only at 1 because the ban list has come into effect now, so we can only play 1 of them. Actually saved my ass in the last game against the Gababon player. A1 card. We'll be playing the 1 of it in most yellow decks, I would imagine. Onto the Tamers. It wouldn't be an Eosmon deck without for Manoa Bellucci. She's just a really good card, has great synergy with the deck. You will never play this at less than 4. The next Tamers I'm playing are 2 Analog Youth, and honestly this card has been a real game changer for Eosmon in the first place because you're able to draw into more cards, which is cool, and because you're trashing the remaining cards, if you're trashing more Eosmon, when you do go into your level 6 Eosmon, you have fodder in the bin to attach to it, which is, it's very handy, and it has come up quite a lot. And then every time your Eosmon dies, if it has anything underneath it, of course, you do get to gain back a memory and hatch an egg, which could be the difference between you not having an egg there after you've brought your Salamon out and it's died so you can recover, and then you get the egg out so you can play so your option cards are live again. But it's also, you know, gives you that extra little bit of memory if you need it. And then I'm playing 1 Tai and Matashida and 1 Takumi. So the 2 ends of the spectrum, you've got if people are playing level 6s or higher, and then if people are trying to attack you with level 3s. And then of course all of these Tamers add to this Eosmon, so potentially you could almost get +2 security checks in, ideally, especially. I'm thinking going into the hybrid format as well, people will be chucking down a lot of Tamers. So I'm like, I wonder. I'm gonna test it out though. BT7, Eosmon, here we go. Like I said, it'll pretty much be the exact same list except with the 2 other Eosmons in it. So I will get back to you on how that went. But for now, this is how I won locals, and I'm very happy with it. So there we are. I guess I am just the Eosmon girl. I do really well with this deck for some reason. I'm not sure why. It is a meme and it's also kind of good. So it's a good meme and I love it. And it's probably hands down my favorite deck in the format. Like, I do love BL-Star. BL-Star is my favorite competitive deck, but this is just my favorite deck. You get what I mean. I will see you guys next time. As usual, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Let me know your thoughts and how are you playing your Eosmon decks. Bye.